villages. Malawi's been going through a lot of starvation, hunger, as we know.
They have a meal once every 2 days. Imagine that. One meal every 2 days.
So we are experiencing high temperatures all over southern Africa, but in countries like Malawi and Mozambique, there are actually severe droughts. And African Muslims Agency teams are in Malawi as we speak, going to different remote areas. So we have with us this morning Mohammed Tahir from African Muslims Agency, who is currently in Malawi. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show. So, okay, we seem to be getting a lag due to the network. They're in a remote area. Mohammed, can you hear me? Let's see if we can try to reconnect with Brother Mohammed again. And obviously, this happens when you're in a remote area. There seems to be a lack of cell service. And okay, so quickly, let's just jump to a quick ad break. And when we return, hopefully, inshallah, we'll have Brother Mohammed Tahir with us, inshallah.
Joining hands, Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
People feel another report from the UN and nothing is done. So that is absolutely true. But I think all of these things add up to the pressure on UN state parties to take action. And this was a report of the Special Committee to investigate.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Right, so we are joined by Mohammed Tahir from African Muslims Agency to report to us regarding their current work at the moment as they are in Malawi. So we see we've been having a... Assalamu alaikum, Mohammed, can you hear me?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I can.
Naam, shukr. Jazakallah khairah for your time. So please, quickly, can you tell us what is the purpose of going to Malawi right now?
Currently, alhamdulillah, South African team that are happening here in Malawi. As we are aware at the moment, there is the hunger season, or what we call the hunger season, and that's been for the drought that has been happening for quite a while, and the repercussions of that drought has led to starvation, and inshallah to come and do
Inshallah. Mohammed, I think it will be a bit better for us if you switch off the camera because I think that's causing a bit of a disturbance with the lagging and it will save bandwidth, inshallah. So I think let's just try that quickly, then it will be much easier for us. Inshallah. Okay, we're still getting a bit disturbance. Right, there we go. So, inshallah, now in terms of the current situation on the ground now, and what is it that AMA is actually doing there for the people, inshallah?
Can you hear me?
Jay, now I can hear you. Please continue.
So the teams are here on the ground, overlooking various of the projects that are happening. As of yesterday, we were at the drilling of a borehole, Alhamdulillah, in a very, very remote village, and the joy on the faces of the people when receiving gushing water coming out of the ground, being a scene that one cannot describe. And Alhamdulillah, we were there at this particular village where there's no crops that are growing. Vegetation is very, very difficult. No flow of water into the area, and that borehole has been a sort of a gift that has been awarded to this particular village that can now start with some sort of sustainable development, inshallah.
No, 100%, inshallah. And now, in terms of what can be done right now by anyone who is listening, for us as the people in South Africa or any other place in Africa who feel that they need to help and assist in any sense, what can we do?
So by me just explaining to you about the water, water is a big commodity needed in Malawi to nurture crops, to help people with hygiene, to allow children to go to school because they spend endless of time going and getting water from far locations. So water is a very, very big requirement in Malawi. So by sponsoring a water well or a borehole in the villages, you are changing the lives and the dynamics of the community and creating life. Now knowing that it's the hunger season, people are only eating every second day. And when I say eating, they are eating basic leaves, red ants, and this is the things that they can basically scratch around to find. So donating towards our feeding projects in Malawi would go a long way. There is various villages around that are going through the same difficulty. So by going to africamuslimagency.co.za and supporting the programs that are happening in the Malawi area.
No, most definitely. And we really hope that people will come up and assist, and especially with the beautiful work of boreholes and water wells. We understand very well, Islamically, we all learn that this is sadaqatul jariyah, so it will be a very good sadaqah for all of us. Now, we also know that in the northern hemisphere, it is very cold. What are AMA's efforts in Gaza, Afghanistan, and Syria?
So like we have the drought here and there's difficulty here with its own challenges in Malawi, the very same in the northern hemisphere of the world, we have extreme cold. This is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and an opportunity for us to open our hearts and help our fellow brethren around the world, with opportunities that have been presented to us in Syria, in Gaza, in Afghanistan. It's now winter and extremely cold. I mean, the temperatures in Afghanistan are going almost to minus 16. And this is a deadly weather. So AMA on the ground doing blankets, doing mattresses, and providing shelter for those that are in need in these countries that are struggling.
Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all the countries which are going through severe weather changes. Now, lastly, can you please now share with us your contact details for the listeners and those who wish to get involved in these beautiful works?
Yeah, sure. We've got all the different projects that are listed on our website. So please go to africamuslimagency.co.za or contact any of our offices countrywide. All the details are on the website, and one can just connect via that, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, Mohammed Tahir. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the African Muslims Agency strength to work through all these matters that we are facing. And may also get a lot of support locally and globally, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair for your time, Mulana Yunus. Much appreciated to you and the listeners.
I mean, Jazakallah. Now that's Mohammed Tahir on behalf of the African Muslims Agency, and they are currently in Malawi doing amazing work. And also, as we heard, they also do some work in Gaza, Afghanistan, and Syria as they are facing extreme cold weathers. So it is 19 minutes past 10, alhamdulillah, and that brings us to the end of today's show. So this is actually the last one for these holiday seasons. So tomorrow we'll be back on full scale from Salam Media and my team, inshallah, and we are kickstarting 2025, inshallah. And please do subscribe to all our channels, our YouTube channel, Facebook, follow us on TikTok, or known now as X, or Twitter, known now as X, for more information and to stay updated on news that are happening around us. This is News and Views with Yunus Kawanga and our studio operator, Olani Abdul Salam. We say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.